Hello guys, welcome back to the next video, and in this video I'll talk about the new update that came out and it's causing a huge backlash in DLS. Like, I've never seen this bad of a backlash so far in my experience in DLS. So first of all, they have added about 12 points, or actually 14 points, and I will cover the 9th and 10th first because that's causing the most of ruckus, because of which they have added a patch note which I will be going over and why did they do that, right? And after that I will talk about 1st to 8th and then the remaining ones. So in the 9th update they said added auto assist to privilege subscription. Now if you go to privilege subscription over here, you will see that they have Alliance auto assist. That means if you are online, now this is a very key statement. So if you are online, you don't have to press help, it will press help automatically for you if you have this subscription on, and along with this you'll have automatic translation in chat. That's a good thing. This subscription is for $5 a month and $50 a year if you want to do for a year, but this is the new thing that they added. And the 10th update, which is gonna be in combination of it, so I'll explain it. Adjusted hospital healing help rules. Commanders can initiate healing request without cooldown for first 100 times a day. After 100 requests, a brief cooldown period will apply to subsequent healing request. What does this mean? Initiating help does not mean receiving help, first of all. So if you press healing and you press the hand button, that means you initiated the one time and you will receive 30 helps, up to 30 helps, and you will receive 30. But you initiated one time. So you can initiate help 100 times, and let's say you heal about 2500 troops in one request, so you can heal up to 250,000 troops only with 100 help. And after the 100th request, you will have a cooldown for each subsequent help request that you send out. They don't say how much was the cooldown. It was speculated to be 5 minutes, and it was said that with each subsequent help request the cooldown will also increase. So that was the whole thing about the heal, and it actually was a game killer update. Like, with this thing, and if it wasn't changed, this would have killed the game, because you cannot fight. Only 250,000 troops you can heal in a day. People fill up hospitals like multiple times in a day right now, and because people could heal in batches, which is why now it's the open thing that most alliances have this helper hands, which people use to do this batch healing. Otherwise, unless you are a top spender, you cannot have that many speed ups. Even top spenders don't have that many speed ups to continue fighting every event without doing batch healing. DLS wants you to buy healing as much as possible to continue fighting, which honestly nobody is wanna do that. It's like asking people to pay to fight. So this was like a worst possible update ever that they could have launched, which they did, and predictably they got a huge backlash for it. So they added something this morning. Now the adjustment that they made are, initially the cooldown was after 100 help each day. Now it's gonna be 500. So instead of 250,000 troops, you can do 5 times, which is like about 1.25 million, which is still not a lot. Like, this is just like if you have a hospital of 900,000, you can barely do it, 1.5 hospital clearing out in a day, that's all. If you are fighting, you are doing at least 2-3 times a day minimum. This is a huge bottleneck. And on top of it, they said the cooldown period was 5 minutes, so the speculation was right, and it would have increased with every subsequent request. So first cooldown will be 5 minutes, and then it's gonna be more than 5 minutes for each subsequent help, and it will still increase. So that was like a stupid thing to do. Like, there's no other word for that. And now they're saying that the cooldown is gonna be a solid 3 minutes. There's no increment in that 3 minutes so far that they've said, but every subsequent help will have a 3-minute cooldown. So this is still, you can say it's better than what they launched, but it's still bad. 1.2 million troops in a day, and then you can heal about 2500 troops every 3 minutes. It will take you the entire day to finish your hospital the second time. So you cannot fight in a day if you filled your hospital twice. After that, you have to use speed ups. Now, the third thing that they added is during cross server event like Archipelago raid and Island raid, they will add more healing speed ups in Wall Meet Wall and the elixirs. Now, Wall Meet Wall, you still will have to fight a lot to actually hit those checkpoints to get the healing. But you cannot fight after filling your hospital twice without using the speed up. So that thing remains. And adding elixirs are already, majority of them are beyond the paywall of the first layer is $5, the second one is $20, so $25 is still there. They can reduce the points required for the island store to get more elixirs from there, but again, you have to fight to collect that many points. As we said, more than 2 times filling the hospital in a day, you need to use speed ups. So that is still there. Now I understand that they wanted to kill the whole bots service that many alliances have, but this is essentially killing the game. This is a war game. You are preventing people from fighting without paying for it with this update. One thing I do want to clarify that many people have got it wrong. I talked to so many people, which is if you are in a big alliance, say for example SSI, HNB, ROK, UOD, they have at least 30 people online during fights who has this monthly subscription on because they do need that aid station and extra reduced death rate. That 500 help can totally come from your own 30 players who already have the subscription, by the way. So you don't have to buy bots anymore. But yes, the alliances that don't have 30 people online with the subscription, first of all, if you can get to 30 people active during fights, you can totally give them 500 gold from alliance to get the subscription, or start recruiting, get 30 active people in your team, give them all 500 gold so they can be active and you can get the healing going. But again, DLS did wanted to kill the bot service. They most likely will kill the bot service with this thing. But the bottleneck of 500 and a cooldown, that is gonna be the most detrimental thing ever that they have done. They're gonna lose so much of the player base just because of this one stupidity of trying to push healing speed up down people's throat. That is the worst thing you do to your players. But they're doing it. So anyway, that was my rant about the healing.